To add similar circles for mouse, joystick and trackball, I will now use the clipboard options. I don't need to recreate these circles again. So I'll copy this object by clicking on this. Now this keyboard circle is selected. I'll press Ctrl C to copy it to the clipboard, and then I will press Ctrl V thrice to make 3 copies of the circle. Now I will drag each of the circles away from this position so that they are spread out on the slide. The red line that appears when we are dragging the circle helps us align the circles in a proper line. So now you can see that I have got 4 circles on the screen, and I can modify these circles so that now each of them holds the name of one input device. So here I'll change this to, I'll just double click inside and I can change the content by using the backspace key. Mouse, whenever you are inside a shape and the cursor changes to an I-beam, that means currently you are in the editing mode, text editing mode, and now you can make the changes to text inside the shape. So the 4 shapes have been created. I find mouse appears to be a bit misaligned, so I can click on this and I can change the alignment to center alignment. I can do this for all the shapes. For others it is not appearing to be much of a problem, but for this one it is appearing to be on the left side of the shape. Now similarly you find input devices doesn't appear to be in the center of these 4 circles. So I'll just drag input device a little bit left so that it is placed above second and third circle. Now I need to set the connections. I need to draw the connectors between input devices and the 4 circles. To draw connectors, I can go to insert, go to line, and in line there is an arrow option. So arrow can be drawn from a dot. You can see 4 dots in the input devices box. So I should start an arrow from any of these 4 dots. Let me start an arrow from here. The cursor has changed to a thin plus sign, and now you'll find as soon as I bring this cursor near the circle, the cursor gets snapped to one of the points on the circle automatically. And if I release the mouse at this point and click, the arrow will be created. Now I can click somewhere else to see the arrow. Now this is a thin arrow, so I will click on this arrow so that this arrow is selected. When the arrow is selected, a rectangle appears around it, and I can change the thickness of the line. I can make it a 4-point thick arrow. So now you find the arrow is thicker, but it is very thick. So I can reduce the thickness. I can make it 3 points. That is better. And you can check with 2 points also. Even that is good. So I can leave my arrow size to be 2 points. Similarly, I can draw arrow from input devices to the other boxes. So now you can see that all the 4 drawn circles are connected with the input devices box, indicating that these are the 4 kinds of input devices. Information is better represented in this form rather than writing that in textual form. The students find it more appealing if they have got colorful diagrams like this in their fronts rather than simple text. So in between we can have representations like this. To enhance the presentations, we can insert more tools as we can see over here. We can insert charts, diagrams, word art, lines, other shapes to make presentations interesting for the student. I think now I end this session hoping that you'll be able to try more tools